Who is it gonna be, guys? Mo Fall, Yankuba Minte, Ibu Adams, or Yusuf Vani for the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month for the month of April? Let us know in the comment section, guys, who you think has been the best performing Gambian player over the course of April. Assalamu alaikum Bokayi. Welcome back to the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, the home of Gambian football. I am Chama, and in this video, I will look at the performance of the nominees over the course of April. So my guy, yang match nak tay mangi yaho Hawks, sawaji coach mo yaha tay mo mangi muna bari variety of jerseys, especially when it comes to Gambia football leagues, the clubs. The dream is to have every single jersey of every single club playing in the Gambia Football League. That is the dream, and hopefully we will achieve that dream someday. But anyways, guys, before wasting much of your time, let's get right into the discussion of the nominees, and we will start with Mo Fall. He completed his season on a high with Walsall. Unfortunately, his form was not enough to take his club. He come playoffs of the League 2, and to rub salt into his injury, his former club, that is Doncaster, where he spent the first half of the season, they made it into the playoffs, and they have a chance of gaining promotion to League 1. But nonetheless, Mo Fall has been in exceptional form during April. He played a total of 7 games, started 3 of those games, and then he scored 4 goals for his club, including scoring 1 against Doncaster Rovers themselves. So he has scored the most goals of any Gambian player during the month of April. Any player of Gambian descendants or any player who can represent Gambia. He scored 4 goals in his 7 games that he played. He only started 3 of those 7 games. You know, that is a very, very good return. And if you look at his season overall, of course, his season has completed because he spent the first half of the season on loan at Doncaster and then the second half at Walsall. Overall, he completed with 15 goals. 15 goals he scored. 13 of those goals were scored in the league, in League 2, and 1 goal in the FA Cup, and the other one was scored in the EFL Trophy, which is a very, very good return. This is his first season in the EFL League, and he did exceptionally well. 15 goals, 2 assists over the number of games that he played. Because of his 4 goals being the most, scoring the most goals by any Gambian player during the month of April. That's why we nominated him for Player of the Month. Unfortunately, in the final game of the season, he has a very a record that he will not want to have. That is, he scored an own goal in the final day of the season, but nonetheless, he was exceptional for Walsall during the month, scoring all types of goals. The next player we would like to talk about is Yankuba Minte. You know, I've received some comments before talking about Yankuba Minte himself, about the month that he has. I've received some comments and some private messages telling me that now Yankuba Minte is kind of too popular in the Gambia. So if any vote you put him in, he's going to win it, you know, which is kind of true. And I kind of realize that. I know that is a reality. Sometimes even when he does not deserve to be the best player, he kind of gets the best player because of he's a fan's favorite, like people like to put it. And he's a fan's favorite, and rightly so, because of what he is doing at club level. So I know that concern, and myself, I realize that concern. But what else can we do? You know, we can only do our best, and then you have to let the way I run this Player of the Month. Player of the Month is by giving it to the people to make their decision. At the end of the day, if a player is a fan, it's difficult to have another model to measure who's the best player. But yeah, this is the best we can do for now. Maybe hopefully in the future we will come with something better. But at least for now, what is sustainable is to do it by letting people vote on our socials. And also we like to thank other pages like East Sports, 4the4, you know, and all other pages that, you know, share our work so that, you know, we can have a greater outreach. Gambia football is all what we are trying to promote at the end of the day. So to see other pages also, you know, contributing by just sharing the post so that their own audience can also get into the votes. I appreciate that very much. So yeah, in case of Yankuba Minte, it's gonna persist. Whenever he's on the votes, you know, because of his fan base, and he's a fan favorite in the Gambia right now, he's likely to get more votes than he deserves. I understand that very well. But nonetheless, this month he was exceptional. He played 5 matches for Fire North. 4 games they won, and then the one they draw. The other one they drew, and that draw was was not a bad one at all. He scored 2 goals and also created 2 assists. Played in the finals for Feyenoord. They won the Dutch Cup in the process. Of course, he got the red card in the final of the Dutch Cup, which is also on record that he unwanted record for him during the month. But still, he was exceptional. Let's not forget about that performance against Ajax. That is one of the biggest football matches in the world of football. You can say it. In the world of football, Feyenoord playing against Ajax. In Netherlands, that is the biggest match without shadow of a doubt. But in terms of Netherlands is considered one of the top 6 leagues in the world. So if that is the biggest fixture in one of the top 6 in the world, it's one of the top fixtures in the world. And what Yankuba Minteh did in that fixture was exceptional. Was absolutely exceptional. Who did not know Yankuba Minteh before that fixture now know, who is the scared? And that was the performance he put in. It was not just about the 2 goals he scored. It was not just about the 1 assist he made in that game. It was not about getting the man of the match. It was his overall performance. What he did in that game was exceptional, becoming the youngest player to score an assist in that fixture for a very, very long time. And he did not just stop at 1 goal. He scored 2 goals. Winning the Dutch Cup was an icing on the cake. And then don't forget about his nomination. He was also nominated for the European Golden Boy during the month of April. He was exceptional in April. 2 goals, 2 assists, 5 matches played. Started every single game. Feyenoord won 4 and drew 1. If he wins it, to be honest, I will not mind. I know people have a particular narrative now when it comes to Ibu Adams. He was exceptional too, who I will talk to later in it. But in terms of performance, in terms of level of performance, I think Yankuba Minteh is up there, and he truly deserves to be the player of the month this month. Personally, I always tell you guys who I will vote for. Personally, my vote will go to Yankuba Minteh. But that does not mean Yankuba Minteh is going to be the winner. The winner is going to be your votes. Including, of course, I have 1 vote, just like you guys. I will put in my 1 vote there. So whoever, has the most number of votes is the winner of the player of the month. And Yankuba Minteh has a chance, definitely. And next player I will talk about is Yusuf Vani. Long time we haven't heard about Yusuf Vani. To be honest, his club were in dire situation. They were struggling. In the last 4 games, they accumulated 10 points. In total, his club, they accumulated 18 points in 22 games. So everything that happened in the last 4 games is better than whatever happened in the previous 18 games. It's a 22 league game. It's a 22 season game in Qatar. So the last 4 games, the amount of points they accumulated is more than what they accumulated in their first 18 games. It was that bad for them. But we are talking about the player of the month for April. We are not talking about the player of the month or the player of the season. So in that regard, Yusuf Vani, he was crucial for those 10 points. Like I say, they played 4 games, the final 4 games. They all played those games in April. They won 3. And then they drew 1. So in the last 4 games, they won 3 and drew 1, which was more wins than they have had in the previous 18 games of the season. Yusuf Vani scored 3 goals during that period and created 2 assists. The team scored 10 goals in total. So 50% of the goals that they scored, Yusuf Vani was either the creator or the scorer. So that was how impactful he is. And it was a massive 10 points because that meant they were not the bottom club in the Qatar League. In the Qatar League, if you finish bottom, you get relegated automatically. If you finish second from bottom, you get to play a playoff from a team that is coming up from the second division. So this form that Yusuf Vani had in the month of April gave them that opportunity to play that playoff game. They're supposed to play that playoff game this coming weekend. Hopefully, he will maintain this form and then keep them in the top tier of the Qatar League. 5 goals from Yus in 4 games. 3 goals rather from Yus and 2 assists in 4 games, helping his club to 3 wins and 1 draw. It's remarkable. So this is why he is also nominated for the Jollof Football Bantaba Player of the Month for the month of April. And finally, let's talk about Ibu Adams. He was exceptional. he was exceptional. He has been exceptional since he moved to Derby on loan from Cardiff City. He has been in exceptionally good form. He played every single game for Derby since he moved. He started every single game, not just play. He started every single game for Derby since he moved there. And then in the final few weeks of the season, they were very close with Bolton when it comes to the promotion spot. Finally, they nicked it on the final day of the season. They won 2-0 against Carlisle. Ibu Adams again started, played 90 minutes in that one. So during the month of April, Adams played 5 games for Derby played 5. Adams played 5. They won 3. They drew 2. And 4 of those 5, they kept a clean sheet. They only conceded in 1 game, and that was against the eventual champions, Portsmouth, who won League One. That was a draw away to Portsmouth. They conceded 2. It was a 2-2 game. And Ibu Adams was man of the match, by the way, for that game. In the final day of the season, too, he was man of the match, He has been exceptional for them. There are rumors now that Derby are planning a £250,000 bid to bring him to sign him permanently. The Derby fans are absolutely in love with Ibu Adams. Just go to Twitter, go to any social media, and then just type Ibu Adams Derby and then read the comments or read the posts from the Derby fans. They just love him there. They hope he stays. They are really happy that the club is starting to negotiate. But now the ball is in Cardiff's court. Cardiff are asking for something like $500,000. So in a way, Derby, they have to double up their price, like 250 to 500,000. So let's see. I am quite optimistic that deal will happen because there's interest from both sides. Ibu Adams, I'm sure he enjoyed his time there. Derby, the fans love him. The coach love him. The team wants him to be there, and they are now in the championship where Ibu Adams, if he go back to Cardiff, that is where he's gonna play, and he cannot guarantee that kind of trust or that kind of playing time at Cardiff City. So I can see this deal happening. So it's just a matter of time. So hopefully it goes through. So guys, let us know in the comment section, who do you think has been the best performing Gambian player? Mo Fall? Is it Mo Fall? Is it Yankuba Minte? Is it Yusuf Vani? Or is it Ibu Adams, guys? And also, don't forget, if you enjoy whatever we do on the Jollof Football Bantaba YouTube channel, please make sure you are subscribed to the channel and leave a thumbs up on this video, guys. Until we come your way again, guys. Ciao. Goodbye.